Hi, this is Courtney with BluHorn. In this video, I will demonstrate the basic features of BluHorn Media Solutions. When you log in, you'll be taken directly to your dashboard. Here you will find a graphic of your worksheet breakout. Scrolling down, you'll see a listing of your recent campaigns and your recent worksheets. This search bar is pretty well throughout our site, so you could always type it in if you needed to find something more directly. Scrolling down, you will see a graphic calendar. Each of these colors indicate a different client, and you can see that it's by campaign. As you can see, BluHorn is based off of a basic web form, making it easy and intuitive. After you fill in these fields, click Add Client, and you'll be taken to your client listing. You can access your recent campaigns directly from this source and also see a graphic calendar just for this client. It's also where you can change the color. After you've set up your clients, the next step would be to set up your vendors. This works in a very similar fashion. You choose your vendor type. If you have ratings data by your own subscription to either ComScore or Nielsen, you can make that selection here. Otherwise, you will use the unrated options. After you fill in those fields, click Add Vendor. There is a second step to this, however, so I would recommend that you watch the videos on adding a rated or unrated vendor when you're done with this demo. After you've added all in your vendors, then you will go to create a new campaign. You'll select a client from your client dropdown. Give the campaign a name. Job number if you have one. This is an internal number. Flight date range. You can use any of these prompts, or you can do a custom range. This works like a travel calendar, with this being the beginning and this being the end. Agency commission, whatever you put in this field, every worksheet will default to that percentage. You can also change per worksheet if you need to do so. Click Create Campaign. For the sake of this demo, I'm going to go into an already created campaign. Scroll down, and here's where the real fun begins, when you add your worksheets. So you'll do something very similar by giving your campaign or your worksheet a name. Your date range will match your campaign date range. Rated or unrated. Your vendor type, you have access to all of the worksheet types, no matter what your level of account. Your market, this shows you it's very important that your markets are the same so you can access the vendors in that market. Any lag that you see is just due to the system pulling up the contact information for your vendors, or if you just have one rep, it will make the selection for you here. Choose your primary and secondary demographics, your commission percentage that you set up on your campaign, broadcast weeks or calendar weeks, add your worksheet. I'm going to go into this already created TV worksheet so you can see what one looks like. Now, I don't have a very large screen, so I'm going to minimize this left-hand menu. I can still scroll over the icons and see where I need to be. This gives me a summary at the top by week. If I scroll over, it gives me a monthly summary. Scrolling down, here are my lines at the by. You can either manually input the lines or upload into Veil as long as it is formatted correctly. Scrolling over, you can see my days of the week, my length, my rate, primary and secondary demographic options. And here's my spot count by week. And then here are comments. You can copy multiple lines at once. You can delete multiple lines at once. The only time you need to use the Save Worksheet feature is if you use the copy and delete fields. Otherwise, everything saves in real time. Convert Worksheet will convert an unrated worksheet to a rated worksheet if you have an upgraded account. You can copy any worksheet into any campaign for any client, basically creating sort of a templated campaign. You can also delete the worksheet here. This station order dropdown can be very handy. You can customize your station order by selecting fields to either stay on your station order or to be removed. And then you can show and hide columns and weeks on your actual worksheet. So this is a good way to use hiatus weeks. If I know that I'm not going to buy for the week of September 4th, I'm just going to click off September 4th, and it's hidden from my worksheet. I can always add it back if I want. You can send the orders directly through the software by selecting your vendors, going up to this Create Order dropdown, selecting Send Order. It will prompt you to verify that you, in fact, do want to send the orders. It will also send you a copy to your email. And I'm going to show you what a station order looks like. Here's your rep information, here's your campaign information, and here's your contact information. You can see that the comments show up in red, so they're very apparent. It's not a suggestion, it is a direction. Scrolling down, here's a summary of the buy, and you can put your logo here. And this would be the second order. You can also use this show schedule report, which can be a nice internal or external report depending on what information you like to provide your client. But it's essentially a breakdown of your worksheet. Scrolling down, there's a summary here at the bottom. If you have QuickBooks Online, you can click Save to QuickBooks. It will take you directly to your QuickBooks account and create an invoice for you. You can also upload invoices here to create an invoice reconciliation post by report. There's a video on that on BluHorn.com. I'm going to show you another worksheet just so you can see how they pretty well look the same. That's intentional to make it easier for our users. The fields are a little different, but the information is the same. And the buy looks very similar as well. If you need to set up a further demo for ComScore or Nielsen, we'd be happy to do so. Also, our support, because we are web-based software, our support is web-based as well. You'll find a lifesaver over here. There's a lifesaver here too. This fills in your information. You can select a question. Where you are will be indicated by this URL that it sends to our team. This makes it very easy for us to go back in based on your question and try to find out what the solution is for you. Submit request, and then someone will get back to you shortly. The best way to determine if BluHorn is right for you is by signing up for our 14-day risk-free trial. Try watching the videos and get your account set up. Then we can set up a training session and go over any questions you may have. If at the end of the 14 days you are unhappy with BluHorn, please just let us know and your account will not be charged. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this BluHorn demo. We look forward to hearing from you soon.